Hello and welcome to an all-new adult erotica in comics. You're watching SFON82. I am Scotty, your underground comic-loving friend, and I got a great video for you guys today. Today we are going to be talking about a cartoonist and animator who I learned about through Playboy magazine when I was growing up. Yes, I was a pervy child. And when I looked at Playboy magazine growing up, other than the layouts, of course, which all teenage boys did look at Playboy back in the day, but aside from the layouts, one of the things that I really enjoyed looking at were the cartoons, the different cartoon panels by the cartoonists. And one of the cartoonists that stuck out to me specifically was Dean Yeagle. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to be talking about Dean Yeagle and probably his biggest creation titled Mandy. So stick around. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to send a special shout out to the SFON82 Comics Crew channel members. Because of your channel memberships, we were able to put together a fantastic box full of basic necessity items and food for the local recovery center here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is going to people without those things that are trying to turn their lives around. They have nothing. They're in their darkest moment. We are offering a little helping hand. Cadis was very grateful to see me show up with this donation box. I told him we're going to do this every month going forward, and I told him it was because of you guys. So a special shout out to the channel members. You guys made this happen. If you are interested in joining, it is $1.99 per month. And like I said, the money's going towards some very special things. It will also unlock you some cool custom emojis that I created myself. Really awesome, cool stuff. Cheech Wizard, ants. Some really cool custom emojis. I'll have custom badges in the future. Some other really cool perks to come. But the main thing is supporting the channel, supporting a content creator with a passion that is trying to do good things in recovery in the community. And we did this month. And we did thanks to the channel members. And I want to send a special shout out to Brian LCS, Las Cruces 1971, Dr. Doom's Fan Club, Chris the Comic Vet, Deadman Comic Cover Show, Lauren Sims, Dan Rind, and Collecting with Durs. Thank you so much, channel members. Now let's get into the video. With the emergence of the internet, Playboy magazine has seemingly faded into obscurity. Gone are the days of teenage boys sneaking Playboy magazine past your parents into the house, or sneaking a peek at Uncle Bob's Playboy stash when no one was around. With the internet, it's all at the click of a button. But when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, Playboy was very much a relevant thing. A way for a boy to see the female body in all of its glory, walking millions of boys through puberty, straight into manhood. But beyond that, there was an entertainment value in the cartoons of the magazine. And one that really stuck out, and I still see from time to this day, is Dean Yeagle's Mandy. Dean Eric Yeagle was born on July 27th of 1947. He is an American-born cartoonist who, ever since he was a young child, dreamed of being an animator for Disney. Growing up, he would practice his skill by drawing Disney characters and would later begin to develop his own. After he graduated high school, he would sign up for art school. But art school would prove unimpressive to Dean as he had zero interest in drawing antique columns and fruits. So a year after joining, he would drop out and move to Philadelphia. There he would take a summer job in a small animation studio, giving him his first taste of the industry. He would enlist in the military and serve 4 years in the Navy during the Vietnam era. It was during this time that he would meet his wife Barbara, who was also an artist and musician. A little while later, they would get married and start a family. They had a daughter named Becky, and the need for money to support this family led them to their big move to New York. It was during this time he would get an opportunity to work for Jack Zander, who at the time had animated Tom and Jerry cartoons for MGM in Zander's animation parlor in New York. About 7 years after starting work at Zander's animation parlor, Yeagle began doing freelance work, working for most of New York's animation studios before he would decide to start his own with partner Nancy Bayman in 1986. It would be called Caged Beagle Productions, and they would produce TV commercials, CD-ROMs, subcontracts, or consults on features and character design. Some clients have included, but are not limited to, Walt Disney, MGM, Jim Henson, Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers, Nestle, Kraft General Foods, and Playboy Enterprises. Yeagle has worked as a designer, animator, and director and was nominated in 2003 for a GAG Award for his work in Playboy magazine. Which brings us to probably his biggest original creation, which was a very memorable part of Playboy aside from the actual layouts themselves. And that creation is Mandy. Mandy is a cute and exaggeratedly flirty woman with an unforgettable face and has become over the years a fan favorite to people all around the world. She appeared via Playboy in cartoon layouts in the magazine, as well as advertisements. Mandy would even be replicated in the form of plastic figures. Yeagle has in the past been accused of presenting a seemingly very young woman as a sexual object, but Dean would always dispute these claims, stating that Mandy has a sexy look but no intimate life. And the artist would ask that everyone keep within the bounds of decency and not indecent speculation. Of course, few people would listen. Mandy has become quite the fan favorite over the years, and for me is a standout part of one of my favorite eras of Playboy. As I wrap this week's video up, I will provide up here on the screen a nice slideshow for you guys of Mandy by Dean Yeagle, so enjoy. If you aren't familiar with his work, I highly recommend checking it out. I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something today or found some sort of value from the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified of future videos. I drop a brand new video every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. A big shout out to the channel members. Thank you so much for making this donation happen this month. We're going to do it again, bigger and better next month. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I will see you all later. Peace.